Right now, at the time of recording, we are sitting at 96.5K for Bitcoin and $2 and roughly 40 cents for XRP. Now, this is very important to note because we have a lot to address. And in this video, I really want to talk about why, number one, XRP is set to absolutely explode in value. But also, number two, we are about to witness a major shift in the entire market this year. So with that being said, welcome to the channel, everyone. My name is Nick. For those that are new to the channel, hopefully by the end of this video, you do become a subscriber. So like I said, as we really look at today's prices on Bitcoin and XRP, it's very interesting because recently we did hit almost 108K exact on Bitcoin. That was on the 17th. Now, if we actually look at the last month on the 17th, XRP was trading just around $2.70. Now, that's only a difference at this current moment in time of roughly like almost $12,000 for Bitcoin to get back to that level. XRP, it's about 30 cents. I bring this up because we're starting to see a lot of price predictions on Bitcoin. And I've mentioned this many times in the past as well. A lot of people say like XRP can never hit $10 because of the market cap. But everyone is so comfortable saying like, all right, well, Bitcoin's going to go to $200,000, 300, 500, $1 million. But then they say it's impossible for XRP to hit $10 plus. Makes no sense to me. But if we go over here, we have latest. Steno Research predicts Bitcoin will hit $150,000 and Ethereum will hit $8,000, setting the stage for an altcoin season in 2025. Now, they also expect that Bitcoin and ETH ETFs will see net inflows in 2025 of 48 billion and 28.5 billion, respectively. Now, I find this very interesting because, as we look at Bitcoin and as we look at Ethereum, if Bitcoin were to hit $150,000 and Ethereum to hit $8,000, where would that put XRP? Are we, safe to say XRP would be trading at $5? Will it be trading at $7 or $10? Because if we really look at the market today, Ethereum's current market cap is about $415 billion. It would be closing in on the gap of almost, $1 trillion at $8,000. And then Bitcoin at $150,000 would be well over the $2 trillion plus mark. So the overall market at that point should have at least $5 trillion tied to it in total market cap. And if XRP does have about roughly, we'll say, 4% of market dominance at that point, then XRP is set to be trading at a very significant price. And I bring this up because, again, it goes back to the whole idea of, people saying, well, XRP can never do certain things. And the number one thing that we always hear cycle over cycle since going back to 2017, 2018 is that XRP will never create a new all-time high on this chart ever again. I do think that XRP is about to hit $4 plus on this next big move, which will be a new all-time high. We will go into price discovery. And the big question is, where do we go from there, right? Is it going to be $5, $7, $10? Nobody will be able to give you a 100%, answer on that. But I personally believe $5 to $7 is a safe bet. I believe that $10 to $15 is something that is possible. But outside of this, right, they also talk about the ETF inflows. And this is very important because we are now starting to hear a lot of talks about potential ETFs. Blockworks actually put out an article and it says among questions that need answering is whether the US funds will hold other crypto assets like Solana and XRP. But on top of this, we also have from Polymarket, there's a 70% chance that XRP gets an ETF approval this year. Now, a lot of people are still betting big on this. In my opinion, as we really think about ETFs, the XRP ETF makes sense. I've been talking about it for a while now. If we go over here, we could see that in early 2025, XRP has overtaken Tether to become the third largest cryptocurrency by market capitalization, driven by significant investments from large investors and a 12% price increase following a major transfer by Ripple. On top of this, right, discussions highlight XRP's potential to challenge Ethereum and even Bitcoin, fueled by its efficiency in international payments as recognized by financial institutions like Morgan Stanley. The market shift is also influenced by regulatory pressures on Tether, particularly concerning compliance with the Markets in Crypto Assets Regulation, aka MiCA. Enthusiasts and analysts are optimistic about XRP's trajectory, with some predicting that it could reach $1 trillion market cap, supported by developments like potential XRP ETFs and Ripple stablecoin RLUSD. But what's crazy about this is that XRP has been being bought up, right? It's been being bought up massively by whales. On top of this, XRP has now flipped Bitcoin and Ethereum in a large way in the Korean markets. And I think that this is going to continue, which is why I keep telling you guys the ETFs just make sense. If these big players are betting big on Bitcoin and Ethereum, making them a ton of money in terms of the fees, we now have XRP that has quickly rose to the top 3. We know that XRP was in the top 2 for a very long time as well. XRP is an absolute giant. If I was an institution or an asset management company and I was like, well, how can we make a lot of money? I would be looking at what's popular. And XRP has been extremely popular as of lately. But it's always been a popular, cryptocurrency in this space. That's why when we go over here, when we have XRP ETF, it's almost time. Big shout to Smoke Dog for this. We have here institutional appetite for tokenized assets also continues to build, and XRP is potentially on track for an ETF listing. Regulatory pressures, however, loom, with the Treasury scrutinizing Tether's ties to sanctioned entities, a reminder of the regulatory hurdles ahead for stablecoins in the US market. Now, also over here, we have XRP's rally, a 100 billion giant awakens. Now, within this, we do see that XRP has been capturing almost everyone's attention because of how the performance of XRP has been very significant, leading into 2025. Several positives are on the horizon. In the near term, catalysts include launching of RLUSD, which RLUSD already launched, and buzz around the spot XRP ETF application. In the long run, the SEC, under more crypto-friendly leadership, could potentially drop or settle the Ripple lawsuit. I believe that does happen in Q1, or even allow Ripple to pursue an IPO. XRP community's efforts to build ecosystem on the XRP ledger, DEX, lending protocols, etc., could also gain momentum following a successful RLUSD launch. Not only is XRP older than Ethereum, but it is also surpassed Ethereum in market cap during the 2017 bull run. XRP Army will be a force to watch in 2025. Now, if we go over here, we could see Solana XRP ETFs may arrive after Litecoin and also HBAR. And we know that this was posted on the 17th. And this is dual Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs from Hashdex, Franklin, and Bitwise will likely to be the next spot crypto ETFs approved. Solana filings were recently rejected, but both Solana and XRP ETFs will have to wait until the new SEC administration takes control before being seriously considered. Even then, complex legal issues around these tokens and others relating to their status as securities may need to be resolved. But we know that at this current moment in time, with this pro-crypto admin taking office, with the SEC chairman being changed out, Gary Gensler is gone, I do think that we are about to see XRP completely cleared. I think that the Ripple case with the SEC is going to be gone. And I do think that SEC, like when we think about the SEC at this current moment in time, yeah, they've been anti-crypto, but now with a pro-crypto SEC in place, a pro-crypto admin in place, and everything aligning perfectly for crypto, I just think that these ETFs are most likely going to get the green light, especially XRP. There's nothing stopping XRP to have its ETF approved once that case is gone. But on top of this, if we go over here, we have Bloomberg analyst says altcoin ETFs will ignite a wild crypto market in 2025. And he shared that 14 altcoin related ETFs await approval by the US SEC in the next 12 months, including funds given exposure to Solana, XRP, HBAR, Litecoin, baskets of assets, and Bitcoin and Ethereum simultaneously. And yeah, listen, as we really look at what's going on here, the entire market is ripe for major moves to the upside. Even over here, we have latest $1.5 trillion assets under management. Morgan Stanley's E-Trade considers adding crypto trading amid hopes for favorable regulations under the incoming Trump administration. This is what's going to happen. This is what I have been telling you guys about. Remember what I've been saying for the past couple years. I said, once we see traditional players like Morgan Stanley, for an example, in this case, right? Or just any major, financial giants, once we see trading of crypto incorporated on their platforms, in this case, E-Trade, it is going to ignite a major move from the retail sector to be buying and trading crypto through these platforms. It's going to welcome in fresh capital, fresh liquidity. It's going to basically be a tsunami. And the reason why I say that is because a lot of the retail sector is still on the sidelines because they don't trust centralized exchanges. They don't trust Coinbase. They don't trust Binance. It doesn't matter how big these exchanges are. After FTX and after what they've been told by these anti-crypto politicians, they do not trust crypto. But when you have Morgan Stanley or any of these major institutional players saying, hey, guess what? You can now trade crypto within our platform that you've been using for years now and you trust us, right? All of a sudden, the trust factor is there, which brings in fresh capital, fresh liquidity. And I do think that from that point on, we are going to see a major move in the markets to the upside. On top of this, though, we have Morgan Stanley considers Ripple to be a leading international payment alternative to SWIFT. Morgan Stanley document XRP's system is more efficient than Bitcoin and is closer to what traditional banks do today. Morgan Stanley is aware of the bigger picture. And if we look into this, we could see Morgan Stanley has stated that adopting a Ripple-like payment system could shorten settlement periods, speed up transactions, and reduce the risk of fraud. Morgan Stanley considers Ripple to be a leading international payment alternative to SWIFT. Over here, we have, and let me open this up in a new tab. This is from advisor.morganstanley.com. And we have most energy intensity data does not exist for each. We note that XRP's consensus protocol system is comparatively much more efficient than Bitcoin's proof of work. Though we would add that Ripple have created a payment system that requires a centralized intermediary to check transactions, so isn't directly comparable to Bitcoin system and is closer to what traditional banks do today. Now, again, we already know the whole centralized, decentralized argument has basically been completely broken down. Everyone knows at this point in time that XRP and the XRP L is fully decentralized. Now, if you're using Ripple, then yes, their payment system that Ripple has created is centralized. They have to abide by sanctions. They do have total control over that payment system, but that's a completely different story than the XRP L and XRP. So just so that you guys are aware of that. But overall, right, let's go back to what really matters here, which is the fact that Morgan Stanley is now considering, trading of crypto within their platform. They're hoping for favorable regulations under Trump. And Morgan Stanley is not the only one looking at this. I could guarantee you that right now. Almost every single major asset management company out there, every single major player out there around the institutional and enterprise space as well, is now thinking about crypto, and they're thinking about adopting crypto, providing, crypto services. And this is the first time in 4 years that they are all now looking at this because of the complete change in scenery around the regulatory side of things for crypto in the US. So if you think that this is going to stop with just Morgan Stanley considering this, it's not. And this is what leads me down the path to really kind of looking into, the XRP ETF. It leads me down the path to looking into adoption of, Ripple in the US as well, major partnerships in the US. I mean, from here on out, I personally believe that the entire crypto market, especially in the US, is going to erupt. But it's a global thing. What the US does is going to trickle. So if we start to see regulations in the US going live, we start to see some very big moves being made, almost every single other nation will fall in line. And by the way, Mika is a big thing. This is probably one of the biggest moves happening around crypto right now. One of the, most, in my opinion, most important regulatory shifts that we've seen in the last few years. So definitely stay focused on Mika. But XRP, in my opinion, is set to absolutely explode in this year. I think that the entire market is set to explode as well. A lot of these price predictions, I'm telling you guys right now, if this does happen, if Bitcoin hits 150K, if Ethereum hits $8,000, I personally see XRP hitting at least $10. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. If we're looking at the market right now and XRP is trading at almost $2.50, I just don't see how XRP isn't trading between $5 to $10. That whole gap there is safe, in my opinion, for XRP by the end of this cycle. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on if you guys have more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord in the description below. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Thanks for watching. Peace out.